Who is the Bajies Baddie Boys of the Week? I'm going to have to get like a little thing for that because it hurts my throat.
Yeah, it changes every week as well.
That's the idea. That is the idea. But yeah, each time, I don't know why, but it still hurts my throat. Sweet. Right, okay, so this week, we've got something in there that is fully expected. For those of you who watched last week, one of the items in there is fully expected. The other two, seriously, I'm back to, I don't understand what's going through people's head. One of them, I don't even understand why someone owns it in the first place. Why? Let's just have a look. Right. Okay. Brazilian football player, rare sculpture.
Who the fuck is that?
It's no one. That's my point. It's no one. It's short of having a joint hanging out of his mouth. I genuinely, I honestly, when I saw that, I couldn't work out whether I was more pissed off at the fact that it was just some guy with like a Rastafarian haircut with a yellow top on that someone's gone, Brazil, because he's holding a football. I would say it's probably more likely to be Jamaican. But
possibly, yeah.
But
you should message him and say that's Jamaican, mate.
Jamaica don't sell, so quite clearly they've gone Brazil. I mean, it's got the green trim, but then I'm pretty sure Jamaica had green trim as well. There's a little logo in the middle of his shirt, but I can't get close enough to see. No, it's just a little green logo. Why has he got his hand down his pants?
He's about to roll another joint, isn't he?
He's rolling something, isn't he? rolling deep. He's got sunglasses on. I don't know. But they've taken 5 pictures of it to promote it from every angle. I mean, there's a close up. Well, I say a close up. It's no more close up than the other one. But front, back, both sides. On the writing, it says, this figure coming from São Sebastião, Brazil. Homemade by São Sebastião, local artist in June 2004. So it's an artist figure. The figure condition as on picture. Well, that's helpful, thank you. But that's it. So it's an artist in Brazil who's made it. Don't get me wrong, it is quite funky. But
it's not worth that money, is it?
No, he's not. Look, there we go. Look, I mean, I'm looking at the chat. Looks like a Rastafarian. Exactly right, AC. Exactly what I said. Is he touching his privates? He is definitely having a stroke. Spider, Tom. He's definitely having a stroke. He's got a hat trick. I mean, I'm not sure he's got a hat trick. But he's probably got a sausage and a couple of veg in there. But it's $3,000. That's... His shirt doesn't fit. It's raised up at his waist. His hands down his trousers. It's not an actual football player. And it's $3,000.
I mean, are they meant to be football boots on his feet?
Oh, mate, he looks like he's wearing...
They are massive.
They look like those 1980s special shoes for people who had like foot deformities. It's just, it is dreadful. But eBay have got a little offer on this one. You can spread the payments. 142 quid a month for 24 months. I'll be honest, I'd get 2 months in and think I've overspent on this.
Really? 2 months? It would take you 2 months to realise?
It's because it's a sculpture by an artist, and some of us, Cooper, cultured. 300 quid for some official artwork, I could probably cope with. But I mean, I'd need to know who this dude is. Not the sculpture. Quite clearly, he's some random guy in the street.
You never know. It might actually be the artist.
Well, in that case, yeah. I mean, still in that case, he's still a random guy in the street. But yeah. Oh dear. Just bought it. That is about 8 shirts more than the price of one. You're in the process of buying that Arsenal shirt. Oh dear. Oh, we haven't even got to the Arsenal shirt and people are loving it.
I mean, proof or it didn't happen, really. He needs to send a picture of wearing the shirt. Otherwise,
I need to see that on stream. We need to see that on stream, Dan. Next, right, okay. So next up.
Wagner Love. Someone said it's Wagner Love.
Do you know what? There was a point in time where I thought it was Emerson, the guy who played for Middlesbrough. But yeah, Wagner Love's even better. That's freaking genius. I mean, he looked more like Rude Hullet from like 1988 Rude Hullet. But oh man, what the fuck? Next beer, Steenbrugger, or Steenbruges.
That's from Belgium as well.
Oh
then,
yeah, it was because it was the Belgian box.
Okay.
Steenbruges, and this one is a 6.5er. Yay, 6.5er. Nom 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 nom.
Taking it easy, are you now?
I'm easing up, man. I'm easing up. So next up, France 1998, USA versus Iran. Rare World Cup memorabilia ticket. Now it's not a memorabilia ticket. Let's get two things straight here. One is rare because most people, when they use a ticket, throw it away.
It's rare because probably not a lot of many people went to USA versus Iran.
That is equally true. I mean, and do you know why a lot of people probably didn't go to that? Because there was likely a war outbreak on the pitch. It's not memorabilia. It's not I don't give a toss. I don't know anyone who collects football tickets from around the world. It's not something I've ever come across. And it's not, and USA versus Iran is not one that's going to enhance your collection.
I mean, I could understand it a little bit if it was France-Brazil, the final.
Yeah, or even a France game or an England game or something like that, like a bigger occasion, England Argentina, something like that. But USA, Iran.
I mean, when you can't even remember them playing each other is the bad thing, isn't it?
Yeah. I've kept a lot of my tickets from games. Okay, cool. I've kept Reading FA Cup semi-final ticket and the playoff final. Fair enough. Special occasions, but they're special occasions
because you went to them.
Because you went to the game. I mean, this person, I'm assuming they went to the game. Would you ever try and sell them? One day we'll win at Wembley. I'm genuinely concerned we'll get to the playoffs. But
I'd be more concerned that you won't get to the playoffs, mate.
Oh, no. Well, no. If we don't get to the playoffs, I don't have to go for another freaking playoff final heartbreak. But yes. Would you then try and fleece people for 275 quid for those tickets? It's right. So, condition is as seen in picture. You keep your tickets as mementos, guys. You know, for what happened then. You're not looking at selling them. You're not trying to sell them. Bearing in mind, there is also on eBay at the moment England World Cup final ticket from 1966. It's selling for £7. Right?
I mean, I can buy that because I could never pull that off. Go, well, I was there. Look, I've got a ticket. Yeah. I mean, that is some hell of a moisturiser you are using.
Yeah. I'm sure your Tinder says you're 24.
23.
I mean, there's one here which is Uruguay, France at the White City Stadium. Now, again, I would go with that. I would go with that one being quite a good one because the White City Stadium hosted a number of games during the 66 World Cup and then was demolished a few years later. Alright? So I would go with that. There's one there which is... there's another Uruguay-France one there as well. And these are selling for 50 quid. So again, I get that. But this is someone just chancing their arm, isn't it? It's got to be.
It worries me that someone might actually buy it.
Because when you say, "Oh, I got a USA versus Iran World Cup ticket," and they go, "Did you go?" No. Why have you got it?
Why have you got it?
Yeah.
If
you say
300 quid.
Exactly. But then equally, if you say yes, the answer is still why.
Why did you go to?
Why did you go? What a god awful game to choose. Oh dear, it feels like a Prem season when we spent the whole season outside the relegation zone and then we got sucked in on the last day. Yeah, Spider, it wasn't the last day. Hold on, which one? Is that season 2, so the 07-08 season? Because we didn't Iran smashed the USA 3-0 in that game, if you're curious. No, not really.
It wasn't.
I mean, it's nice to know that.
And for the life of me, I never imagined Iran beat them.
No, exactly. So actually, I'm now more interested because Iran won. Maybe that's why it's rare. Because Iran qualified and then won a game. The season after we came out. So the 07-08 season, we weren't outside the relegation all season because last game of the season, we had to better Fulham's result. We beat Derby 4-1. So I'm just letting Tom Distant Spider know. We beat Derby 4-1 and Fulham beat Portsmouth reserves 1-0 because Portsmouth Because Portsmouth had got through to the FA Cup final and fielded a reserve team. That Fulham scored Danny Murphy. Fucking Danny Murphy. Danny Murphy scored quite late on in the game from recollection, and we got relegated because Portsmouth got to an FA Cup final. The dirty scumbags.
I mean, to be fair, at least they won the FA Cup.
They did.
It'd be worse if they hadn't won it.
No consolation for me, mate. Right, okay. No, shut your face. So, next up. Last week, we had Liverpool. We had Liverpool's Mass Effect shirt. This week, we've got Arsenal's. Just because Qoop wasn't happy with the Liverpool one, I was like, don't you worry, son. We got one coming in. Now, I'm upset here that it doesn't have Sega or something like that across the middle.
Yeah.
The Liverpool one had candy.
I think the Liverpool one was a lot better of a job. It looked a lot more symmetrical.
Yeah, it looked like there was some thought, effort, and it was like mashed in together. This one looks like someone's got a little bit freaking crazy on Photoshop.
It started all right, but then it's got down to sort of near the bottom, and then they've just stuck bits everywhere, haven't they?
Yeah, you got like a Nike logo and then an old Arsenal badge floating around in there as well. I don't really understand what's going on. It's just a bit of a shambles. The difference as well is on this one, with the Liverpool last week, the back was plain. So you could like put a shirt out. You could put like you could if you got it as a present for someone, you could make it like a commemorative present because you could put like Jim 60 for someone's 60th birthday. Liverpool shirt, lovely job. This one, the back mirrors the front.
Wow.
So it's a mess on the back as much as it is on the front. It's bloody hideous.
I just can't wait to see Earth Mode wearing it in a couple of weeks' time.
I mean, if he buys it, fair play to him. But I genuinely think he may be the only one.
I mean, even as an Arsenal fan, I don't want it anywhere near my house. I don't want it to touch anything I own. Bear in mind, a lot of those shirts were when we were good as well.
Yeah, they're definitely early 2000s, aren't they?
Yeah.
Late 90s, early 2000s going on there. I'm pretty sure the yellow one is an old...
Yellow one is 98.
No.
99, 98.
Is it? I thought it was older than that. I thought it was an old JVC one.
It is. That is 98.
Okay.
The JVC.
Oh, I thought JVC were long gone by then. I thought you had Sega and Dreamcast in by then.
No, that was after JVC, and then it went to O2, didn't it?
Oh, of course. Yeah, you had a bit of O2 for a while. Thierry. I remember Thierry in the Dreamcast shirt. But yeah. So, I mean, again, like we had with Liverpool last week, the best thing about this shirt is it's only 33 quid and it's free postage. And I would take it over the 275 USA freaking Iran ticket.
Oh, yeah.
Or the Rastafarian with his hands feeling his bollocks, holding a football, claiming it's a piece of art at $3,000.
I mean, if you ever need something to do the decorating in, you whack that on, wouldn't you?
I'd clean the car.
Exactly. I mean, at least it does have a use.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I would say this would be a Spurs fan wet dream because they could defecate all over like 8 shirts of Arsenal in one sitting.
But then they'd still own that.
Yeah.
They'd have still spent money on that.
Yeah, but it's
Good luck to them, mate. Good luck to them.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't think any of the money being made from the sales and the proceeds of this shirt is going back to Arsenal.
Don't care.
Don't care. I don't even...
It's going out of the pockets of Tottenham.
I mean, what makes me laugh? I'm just having a little look through. It's not even like anything that's come from official Arsenal, which then is more concerning, I think, because that means someone separate has pulled this shit together. Dear God.
Yeah.
There's 10 of them available. I might check back next week.
They're all different parts, aren't they?
Well, yeah, but there's 10 available on eBay. I may check back next week and see if there's still 10 available.
Well, there'll be 9 in a couple of weeks, won't there?
Oh, well, Dan's will be delivered, yeah. But do you know what? Actually, I'm going to do that. I reckon what we could do is have a little check-in.
Weekly update.
A weekly update to see how many are left in stock. Because I reckon we could get to January next year and there'll still be more than 5. I mean, I was going to go with 10, but I could lose very quickly on that, like next week. So let's go with 5. I'd also like to, and it's not on here, Coop, but I would also like to redraw your attention, talking about sort of keeping updated on things that are going on. The David Seaman shirt last week.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
gone?
No.
Oh.
So it had been reduced, hadn't it? Had 10% off. It was down at 719 quid.
Oh yeah, it was an absolute bargain, wasn't it?
It was. It was a freaking steal. But
no
one bought it. So do you know what it's been reduced to now?
What was the original price?
So it was just 800 quid originally. Then it was reduced by 10%. So it's 719. Do you know what it's been reduced to now?
700.
Nothing. It's gone.
750.
Nothing. It's gone back up to 800 quid.
What a buy.
What the hell is going on?
Because it did so well before.
Again, you just beg a belief, don't it? What the hell are people thinking? Oh, dear God. Right, guys. Right. Bajies, my boys of the